Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video. So in this video, I'm going to go over a good workout routine for beginners, for power lifters, and for intermediate to advanced lifters. Stay tuned and watch this video. Thanks again. I am no scientific person, also known as a scientist. I'm just a high school kid, and I wanted to make it quick and easy for you to make your own workout routine, because I know a bunch of my friends have asked me, my family members have come to me, so I just thought it'd be a good idea to start. Alright, let's go. If I were a beginner, I would recommend lifting 3 times a week. That could be on a Sunday, a Tuesday, and a Thursday. On Sunday or the first day, it doesn't matter if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. But the first day I would hit legs because you're most fresh on your first day. And the second day I would hit chest. And the third day I would hit back. If I were a beginner, I would focus on each single body part or body area versus trying to hit every single thing all 3 days, because you can specify on that muscle group. So like if I were to hit chest, I would make sure that I am burnt out. I don't want to do a single push-up again, and the next day I'm to the point where I just don't even want to think about doing my chest. And then the following day I would be able to go back and say, alright, I'm going to hit my back. And then that would allow me to make sure that all my muscles are being worked and I'm not letting anything being left out. You can also include a 4th day and have that being your core and your arms. The arms are easier to recover because they're such small muscle groups that you can hit them more frequently. Same with the abs. With the abs, it's very important to hit your main abdominal muscles and your obliques. With your abs, I also like to hit my lower back, because it allows me to strengthen my core. Your core is your whole abdominal region, and it's good to hit all at once. And then I like throwing arms in there because on back days you tend to use a lot of your biceps, and on chest days you tend to use a lot of your triceps. So if you try and throw arms in on the same day that you already hit back or a chest day, your arms are going to be fatigued and you're not going to be able to put enough numbers up or enough weight, and that's going to make a decline in your results. The 3 to 4 days may also be known as a bro split, where you hit upper body, lower body, and chest or abdominals. So here's a diagram that I made, and it kind of shows you now that it's focusing. So you could have these in any specific order. It's totally up to you. I prefer doing legs first, that way I have them out of the way in the week, and I don't have to think about them again. And I have the whole week to recover. Now it's key to remember that legs are going to make you sore, and that's normal. You should wake up the next day and barely be able to walk up the steps or get out of bed. When you're a beginner, it's normal to be sore. That's okay. If you're a power lifter, it's also very good to go 3 days in a week or 4 days depending on how you want to do it. The reason is because compound movements use all of your muscles in your body, and you want to make sure that you're fully recovered before you go hit heavy weights again. And then it's important to start your week off with heavy sets and a lot of heavy sets and heavy weight. And then in your middle day, you might want to go low weight but high frequency. So that means that you're hitting more sets. You're doing 3x12 instead of 3x2 or 3x5. You could even go 5x5 on the 3rd day, allowing you to get a mix. It's important to remember that if you're sore, make sure you stretch, and if you feel like you tweaked something, take the day off. You don't want to pull it or really mess yourself up and be out for 3 months versus being out for a week. I've done that to myself and it totally sucks. So here's an example. So one day you may hit one day you may squat, bench, and deadlift. It's important to hit all 3 groups because it just allows you to recover and it allows you to put up a good amount of weight And if you're a power lifter, you're gonna burn a lot of calories, so it's always important to remember to eat. So as you see here, this is just a short, easy way, if you're a power lifter, to get your work in a week. If you're an advanced or intermediate lifter like myself, I would recommend going 5 days a week, and I'd have a rest day on Sunday or any day that works best for you. Now on Mondays, or my first day back to the gym, I typically hit legs and back. I do this because it allows me to squat and deadlift. Deadlift's great for your back and your core. And then I hit my compound movements first because that's when I have the most energy and I can put up the most weight. Then I move through my accessories. With accessories, I make sure that I squeeze the muscle and I contract so that way I build the most muscle. Now on Tuesdays, I typically hit chest. On chest, I'd start out with a bench and another compound movement. With chest, I also hit shoulders, so I'll hit this and here. And with that, like I said, I start out with a compound movement like bench and an overhead press. I hit my compound movements the same way as I would with the legs and the back, and then I move through the accessories. And then on Wednesday, I typically hit arms and core, and I really specify on making sure that I get a good pump and my core is tight. Having a core is important as a lifter. A, it makes you look better, and B, if you have a strong core, you typically can lift more weight with your compound movements, because a lot of your compound movements require you to go through core. One thing I didn't mention is on Monday and Tuesdays, I usually have a strong core session at the end. I'll do a 5-minute session and just do all kinds of core movements. I don't go heavy or use any weights, I just use body weight. Now on Wednesdays when I hit arms and core, I always use weight with my core workouts. So I might do weighted crunches or something in that kind of area. Now on Thursdays, I go back and I hit chest and legs. Now I don't do the same thing I did on Monday. If I were to do a back squat on Monday, I would make sure that I hit a front squat. You want to do this because it lightens the load and works different muscles. Same thing with back. If I were to hit deadlifts on Monday, I would try and do cleans. I would do this because it allows different muscles to be worked and it throws your body in a loop. If you do squats and deadlifts and benches every single time you hit your compound movements, then your muscles are going to get used to it and they're not going to grow as quickly and effectively as they would if you were messing with them. Your body learns by how your body is able to adapt easily. It's evolution. Now, for Friday, I'll go back and I'll hit chest and arms. I like throwing arms in there on Friday because it allows me to hit triceps and biceps, and there's not too many more things that you can do with your chest. You can incline bench, which is good to do because you can't put as much weight up as you would normally with a flat bench. And I like doing arms because of the pump and it just makes you feel better. And typically on Fridays you go out and have fun, and you always want to look good when you're out there with your friends and having fun. On Saturday, it's up to you. If you're feeling sore and you're tired and you don't think you can do anymore and it's going to affect your Monday workout, I take a rest. Just listen to your body, that's always important. If you feel good, but you don't want to overdo it, really hit core again and hit it hard, and maybe do a little cardio. For me personally, I do cardio every day, and I typically start out my workout with a run. That's different for me because I'm playing lacrosse, so I need to make sure that my lungs are always there. One thing you can do on Saturday is if you don't hit cardio, you can always go for a swim or something that uses your whole body, and just do your body weight if you feel like you don't want to go too hard. Now I'll go over when I typically work out and why it's important. So you always want to make sure that you have a time in your day when you can work out if you're trying to make yourself better. If it's 6 a.m. in the morning right before work, then go ahead and do it, or school. If it's 7 o'clock because you work 9 to 6 and you have to get to the gym an hour later after work because you need to eat something, it's understandable. Do what works for you. Cardio is very important. It really helps in fat loss. It really helps your heart and your lungs. If your heart and your lungs aren't good at all, but the rest of your body looks great, that's great. But you're gonna die eventually, and it's only gonna take more years off your life. Lifting is great, but you want to make sure that your whole body's great. You wouldn't just go and play football and only throw, but never run. It just wouldn't make sense. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you could learn something or change something based on what you've learned in the video. Like I said before, I'm not a scientist. I don't have any degrees. I just know from my past experience and what I've learned from others. If this helped, please like it. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. I do a lot of these videos and I'm planning to do more. Again, just like it, comment your favorite part, and if you've learned anything. That'll help me to be able to make more videos like this. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye.